Welcome to our lesson on commercial arithmetic. In this particular lesson, we are going to look at calculation of commissions, discounts, and hire purchase. Now, quickly you will realize that most business transactions are interpreted in terms of percentages when being analyzed. So you notice that even in our discussion on this topic, commercial arithmetic, we heavily utilize percentages in most of our calculations. So on commissions, now generally a commission is an amount that is paid as a reward for services rendered, especially in terms of sales. If you have a salesperson, you give them a commission to appreciate the effort in selling your products or services. So there are at least about three types of commissions that we can talk about. The first one is a straight commission, which is normally calculated as basic pay plus straight commission. Basic pay plus straight commission. So or sometimes we say it's a basic salary plus straight commission. So this is a commission that accompanies a fixed amount as a basic salary. Okay, so within a payment period, the salesperson is awarded a certain amount as a fixed basic payment plus an extra amount that is given to them depending on how they perform, depending on how many transactions they close or they successfully execute during the payment period. So that is the one which is referred to as the basic pay plus straight commission arrangement. Okay, so if we look at an example quickly, we can say, for example, that a salesperson is paid a fixed amount of 2,000 kwacha. Okay, let's say a salesperson is given a fixed or basic pay of 2,000 kwacha and an extra we say 5% straight commission, 5% straight commission of the total sales in a particular month. So we can calculate that person's total earnings or total salary in that particular month by simply interpreting this condition. All right, so if we want to find the salary, okay, so we can for example say in a particular month, okay, the sales, okay, let's say the sales for March, total sales for March were 10,000. Okay, if the total sales for March were 10,000, what would be the total salary? So we are going to execute this simple calculation where we're going to say, okay, the total salary that this salesperson is going to receive for the month of March is the basic pay plus the commission. Okay, so basic pay plus 5% of the total sales, which is 10,000. So in short, the total earnings for that month, we have the fixed or basic pay, which is 2,000. Then we add 5%. Now we know 5% simply means 5 over 100. So 5% of the total sales of 10,000. All right. So this will give us simplifying this calculation, we are going to have the salary for March as 2,000 plus what we have there, plus 500. Okay, so in short, the salary for March will be 2,500 kwacha. So this is just an idea of how the basic salary plus straight commission is calculated. All right, let's look at the second type. The second type of commission is called quantity commission. So for this one, there is no basic pay. It is entirely or exclusively based on the quantity of sales that have been made in a payment period. So whatever percentage of the sales or whatever fraction of the sales is agreed as the commission payment, that is what the salesperson is going to receive. So if for example we say, okay, there is a quantity commission of 10% of total sales, or it could be a fraction of a unit sale. So whatever the arrangement, quantity commission is solely dependent on how much is sold. Now if we say we have sold, for example, in a particular month, we have sold goods and services valued at 20,000 kwacha, what would be the earning, the commission salary in that particular month or that particular payment period? Is simply the commission 10%. There will be no basic pay under the quantity commission arrangement. So we're just going to get 10% of 20,000 kwacha, the total sales that were closed in that particular month. So that would mean 10 of 100, 10 over 100 of 20,000. So in that particular month, it means the salary will be 2,000. So this is just an example of how quantity commission can be calculated. It can be calculated by following the quantity allocation, whether it is in percentages or in another description which is going to denote the value which is awarded for the sales that are made. All right. The third type of commission is sales quotas and bonuses. So that is another type of commissions. Now, for sales quotas, this is where the salesperson is given a certain fixed amount for maybe a particular target in terms of sales, and then there is an award or a commission or a bonus that is paid for any extra effort above the target. All right. So let's say a salesperson is given a salesperson, let's say, is paid, okay, the salesperson is paid 10 kwacha per week. Okay, let's say the salesperson is paid 10 kwacha per week, in which they are given a target, in which there is a target in terms of sales of 1,000 kwacha. Okay, that is the target. Every week the salesperson should bring in at least 1,000 kwacha every week. Then they are entitled to 10 kwacha every week. All right. Now there could be a bonus or a sales quota to say for every extra 500 kwacha that is sold, the salesperson is paid, okay, 5 kwacha. So above the target of 1,000 kwacha, there is a quota. Okay, there is a sales quota of 500 kwacha, and the 500 kwacha attracts a bonus of 5 kwacha. All right. So what will be the salary in a particular month? Okay, what will be the salary in a month? Let's say the month of April, in which there were sales of 20,000 kwacha. In sales. Okay, what will be the total earning? So if we analyze this particular situation, we'll say, of course, every week there's a target of 1,000 kwacha. So we expect that there are 4 weeks in a month, which means the target in terms of sales per month is 4,000 kwacha. That is in terms of sales. And for this 4,000 kwacha, the expected fixed salary is 10 kwacha per week, because we have managed to get the target. So we have 10 kwacha per week, all right, for those 4 weeks. So we can say 4 times 10, which means each week that we sell 1000 kwacha, we are getting 10 kwacha, right? So it means at the end of 4 weeks, we are getting 40 kwacha. This is the payment per week for meeting that target of 1000 kwacha. Right. Now, there is a quota. There is a quota where we get 5 kwacha for every 500. All right. So what we need to do now is from the total sales of 20,000 kwacha in that month, we need to remove the 4,000 kwacha weekly target, or we can now say it's a monthly target. So the monthly target of 4,000 kwacha, we remove it from 20,000 total sales, we remain with 16,000. Okay, so this 16,000 is the extra that was collected, and every 500 kwacha of this 16,000, we are getting a 5 kwacha as an extra payment. So what we need to do now is to get how many 500 kwachas do we have in 16,000. Okay, so we can say 16,000 divided by 500. So that we just know how many bonus units we are getting from this extra sale. So how many 500 kwachas do we have in the 16,000 extra sales? We have 32. Okay, so what this simply means is that we have got 5 kwacha payments 32 times. All right, so it means the total salary that we are expecting, for the month of April is the target of 40 kwacha for that month. Then we need to add the 5 kwacha times 32. Okay, because we have been paid the 5 kwachas 32 times, because we managed to get 32 500 quarters. Okay, 32 quarters worth 500 kwacha. So we have 5 times 32, which is going to give us 160. Okay, plus the 40. Okay, so we're saying 40 plus 40 kwacha, 40 kwacha plus 160. So that gives us a total earning of 200. Total earning of 200 kwacha. Okay, so that is how we calculate commissions.